You don't know. I want to see that.
Bro, you should just interview T-Ron. That'd be crazy.
Who I interview somebody I went crazy on? Damn,
Like a rapper.
I went crazy on Lil Durk.
You went crazy on Lil
I
Durk?
went crazy on Cuz.
Tell us a story.
Go ahead.
But look, I ain't gonna lie to you. It record planning one day, again, Cuz Lil Durk in the studio, Chris Brown, they doing their thing, they rapping or whatever. Durk in the he in the shit, you know what I'm saying, in the booth, and he say something about China. Cuz didn't like that shit. You feel me? He called me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm coming up there. Boom. As soon as I hit the door, I see everybody in there. Joe Moses in there, Chris Brown in there, Lil Durk in there. Yeah. Everybody in there. I'm like, oh, okay. I scan the room. You know, I'm sizing up the room. I'm like, okay, cool.
So, but you solo?
Nah, I ain't solo.
You don't roll solo.
Nah, I ain't solo.
Oh, so you walked in there grinding.
And then I see Cub, but I don't say nothing. I ain't finna do none of that. You know, I ain't gonna Will Smith him in front of everybody. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. I go back to the little arcade, and, you know, in record planning, I chill. I wait for Cuz, you know, niggas gotta use the bathroom sometime. I'm gonna just try to see if I can wait. And then I'm like, he ain't gonna come out, so I ain't really gonna press him. But niggas feel me, my presence in the room, like I'm here. Like, don't go crazy again. Like, try to disrespect group. Because niggas is like literally be trying to disrespect niggas when, you know, I don't know what's up with that nigga. You feel me? So I seen him. You feel me? And I'm like, hey, homie, I crossed paths with him, like, and I just looked up and I just seen him, like, hey, homie, don't you ever, nigga. You feel me? Like, hey, nigga, don't you ever, you feel me? Again, nigga, on God in heaven. And he looked at me, he was looking at me. He was like, all right, bro. And he shook. And when I walked back to the
Went
thing.
to go get a burner for your ass.
Yeah, look, on God in heaven he did. On God in heaven he did. So I went back to my homies and I was like, I pressed Cuz too hard. And I think I pressed Cuz too hard. I'm telling Dre this, I'm telling Nitty this, and I'm like, I think I pressed him too hard. He was looking at me, I was like, this shit is, that's when I knew it was some rap, this is rap shit. This is just, it's not for me to get in. Sometimes I should just look at shit and be like, cool. And I was getting in the business too much, and I was putting my emotions too crazy in it, like, nigga, you feel me? But I shouldn't have been doing that. That's when I realized that when he looked up at me, I was like, I shouldn't have did that shit. And I told my homies, and they was like, if that's how you feel, really, you feel me? Fuck it. And I'm like, yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, I shouldn't have did that shit. I'm gonna apologize to Cuz. on the crib, look. I was like, but whenever I see him, and it was like, oh, yo, you finna see him today. You know what I'm saying? He walked back in the arcade, nigga, 3-4 niggas. What's happening? And I looked at that nigga and I was like, damn, we was just hollering at you. I was like, what I just did, bro, was wrong. You
He's
feel
about
me?
to kill you, nigga.
They was ready to, I ain't gonna lie, them niggas, young Chicago niggas was ready to squabble it up. You feel me? But my homies stood up too. We was ready to squabble it up too.
But it was like, in LA,
yeah, nigga, they was ready to do. They was ready to do it up, nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. I looked in their eyes and that shit, and then I only looked at him and I was like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that shit. That shit was stupid. You feel me? Like I shouldn't even got at you like that though, cuz. You know what I'm saying? My bad. I understand. But one of his homies was like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, I already knew he was ready. And I'm like, and then he was like, hey, you can't talk like that. We got to stop talking like that. I'm like, and then I'm like, nah. Yeah. But I know niggas had the things and all the whole little shit. So I squashed it there. I'm like, nah, I shouldn't have did that, man. Y'all go on about y'all thing, man. That's some rapper shit. Y'all do y'all rapper shit and do it up like that. You feel me? And that's how it was. He was like, man, I respect that. And then he grooved out the record plan out the shit on everything I love. And then right after, I'm talking about like 2 months after that, he dissed Cuz on the record. Yep, he dissed him on the record. And then T-Roll dissed him on the record with Game. He had a record with Game.
I remember that. That's what the shit with Chuck happened.
And I was like, man, that's some rapper shit. I'm not in that shit.
Fuck you, T-Ron, your bitch ass homies that
he was on Cuz, and you know, it's some rapper shit, and that's what they did. You feel me? But that was the day I was like, I'm doing too much.
Man, when you tripped on the grandma, that wasn't too much.
I know, tripping on the grandma is crazy.
I did trip on her though, but I don't think that was too much. You feel me? But I know that day I think I was doing too much. You feel me? I think I was doing too much.
That is
day,
crazy, fool.
Tripping on old ladies ain't it?
No, I mean, but she was a loke though, cause she'll trip back, she'll trip on you. I mean, you do gotta have a certain type of respect, but he didn't. I'm going off of what you going off. If you don't respect the nigga, I don't respect the nigga, and that's how we going with
Bro,
it.
that's my biggest thing in life, period, bro. Cause like, nigga, we don't bother. I don't bother nobody, fool. You know what I'm saying? I don't start shit with nobody, nigga. Like, it's hard to get me mad, but when I get there, that shit ain't cool.